after I graduated high school, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. So, as every Asian kid, I went to college, right? So I did one full semester at college, and then I found out, you know, that I don't like learning this stuff. I don't like learning this stuff from the classes and going outside and shit like this. What I really wanted to learn and what caught my attention was entrepreneurship. I wanted to be an entrepreneur right out of the gates, but I didn't know how. So that was when I was 18. So that was 2 years ago. So for 2 years, like I'm condensing the information in a very small amount of time. But for 2 years, I basically procrastinated. I never released a product. I never marketed towards anybody. I just consumed entrepreneurship information. Watched Alex Ramosi, watched Hamza Ahmed, watched people online talking about entrepreneurship and shit like that. But I never made my own business. I never started, never took action. So it wasn't until last June, which was June 2024, that, you know what, I decided, like, fuck it, I need to take action right the freak now. Um, so I had to choose, okay, what business did I want to do? Well, I got to choose one where I have credibility in, right? Because businesses, all they do is they solve problems, right? So if I've solved the problem in my life before, it's a place I have credibility and I can provide that solution to another person. So the place I chose was testosterone, right? Because recently, like May, I got my testosterone check. It's like 768 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone, which is pretty fucking high. And yeah, so I wanted to. That was my niche. I just chose it like in 30 seconds thinking, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make I'm gonna start my business. I wanna take action. Chose a niche, testosterone. Okay, so we got a niche. I have some credibility, just 768 nanograms per deciliter, and I started grinding on that shit. You guys can see my past YouTube videos. I think I'll leave it up. But my past YouTube videos, grinded on it, specific niche. Everything was about testosterone. I started learning a lot more into testosterone, more than I did when I started, right? Watching podcasts, reading books, buying actual PDFs and shit like that. Looking at the scientific research, and dude, looking at the scientific research, freaking, it hurts my brain. But I did it anyway because we were grinding on that shit, and we grinded for 2 whole months. Okay, as you can see, like I posted so many videos on YouTube. I even posted on Instagram type shit. And after those 2 months, I got my first sale. My first testosterone sale. Okay, so that was a $99 sale. And wow, I finally made money. Finally did what I wanted to do. Actually, became an entrepreneur with making money online type shit. And now I don't want to do that anymore. Now I don't want to do testosterone coaching. Why? Well, here's some reasons for stopping testosterone coaching. So I had like little to no drive to help my paid clients. So one of the things I like to think about when it comes to the business is like, do I feel drive to helping the person out? Do I feel motivated? Because if I don't bring the right energy, I can't really help them 100%, right? Dude, one of the things I was thinking about with my clients, like, I feel like I have to help this person because he paid me, or I have to, not that I want to, like checking in on him, texting him, hey, yo, did you eat your eggs? Did you eat your eggs today? Because eggs is fucking good for you. That shit. Did you get enough sleep today? Like, it's not something I really was motivated, driven to do. Even when it came to, another thing is like the friction when it came to learning. Like, I would be like listening to podcasts and shit, but that took like discipline. That took willpower. That took fucking so much brain power for me to just listen to these guys. Oh yeah, the testosterone to cortisol ratio testosterone has to go up if cortisol is to be kept low, or if cortisol has to be kept low if testosterone needs to go up. IGF-1, you got to go sprints. You got to do sprints. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the nucleus overloading the muscles so you can get big ass muscles type shit. You can't eat seed oils. seed oils because they have high in lactic acid. Like, bro, I learned so much shit, but that took so much fucking brain power. I was like always drained after after learning those shit, and it was a fucking grind. I'm not kidding, and I'm not saying that grinding is not good at all. I mean, it got me to sell. You know what I mean? So of course, there's a point where you need the grind, but like I wanted like the motivation, right? The motivation. You know, if you had motivation and discipline and willpower put together, that's a unbeatable force, right? So one of the things that I was actually motivated to do was business. Again, I went back to my previous 18-year-old self who said, oh, yep, I wanted to start a fucking business. I want to be an entrepreneur. That's the main reason why I wanted to be a testosterone coach was I was doing this testosterone coaching was the business aspect itself. So I started thinking about the things about business. Like when it came to learning about business, it was so frictionless. I'd be able to like listen to podcasts and shit, like Alex Ramosey's podcast, and retain the information. Like volume negates luck. Just do more volume, more better, more new, or more better new. You know what I mean? When it comes to improving your marketing type shit, the cost to acquire customer, like that was so like wow, oh my gosh, information. And it wasn't like learning about testosterone was like fuck it is what the fuck was insulin do? What does insulin do? So it was a completely different learning. How do I say this? Not curve, but learning like motivation. Like I've. It was hard for me to learn about testosterone. Very easy for me to learn about business because I just wanted to. Okay, so that's when I started thinking. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch my niche. I think I'm gonna switch my business models. And now my new business that I'm going to do, and I'm gonna document it with you guys, is to business coaching. Basically, I help. I put a sentence here. I help aspiring entrepreneurs make their first dollar online. Okay, and my goal, okay, so with this video, this is gonna be like an intro video, is to document the journey of doing so. So put a little goal, 1K a month. That was my goal for testosterone coaching, but we'll make it for the business coaching, right? And so it's I help aspiring entrepreneurs make their first dollar online, so I can help, other people provide an impact into the world. And I think this is much better for me and for the value that I can provide to other people because I just love learning about business and talking about business shit. So I think this is going to be working. But the only constraint that I have, and the reason why I didn't start it in the first place was proof, right? You're going to need a lot of proof if you want to help somebody make money. So making my first sale was kind of like my proof, but I want to build a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do with this channel. I'm going to document my journey into making 1K a month, well, at least 1K a month. And then, that's the milestone. We want to get up from there. But yeah, so document, get more proof, and help a lot of people out. So if you guys want to stick to the journey, want to watch that shit out and see how many aspiring entrepreneurs we can actually make their first dollar and provide a big, giant motherfucking impact to the world, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces.